The latest from Neverness to Everness, a forum thread blew up to over 20,000 replies in a single night. What happened this time? Hey everyone, it's Juicy running on zero sleep. By the time this video drops, it'll probably be noon the next day. Let me break it all down for you. So on the night, a bug surfaced that let players skip the level lock and run the highest difficulty resource stages. Overnight, the devs dropped an announcement saying all resources farmed using this bug would be confiscated, and the stamina spent wouldn't be refunded. After the emergency patch, they'd kick off a cleanup of the abnormal data. And just like that, the thread exploded to over 20,000 replies. The affected stages included money runs, material runs, mostly the gear stages with random substats. Right now, the top tier players burning through max stamina are farming level 45 resource stages, and the higher the level, the harder it gets. This exploit lets you skip the gating and run level 50 stages early. For the same stamina cost, the output was massively higher, seriously worth it. This bug pushed players to burn through their stockpile stamina pots, convert gacha currency into stamina, and even indirectly drove sales of the monthly pass and stamina bundles. All just to YOLO one last run before the fix and gamble for god tier stats. Before NTE, clearing properly leveled resource stages only took a few seconds. So over-leveled challenges weren't really stressful. In NTE, the moment you get an artifact you can preview all the possible substat types, you can tell at a glance if it's a keeper. This bug let some players farm in-game gear way ahead of schedule. The devs reacted fast, their fix was to roll back and reclaim every item dropped from those runs. Trash rolls, god rolls, all gone. Basically, those players burned stamina for thin air. And if they'd already leveled up a god roll piece, the upgrade materials get clawed back too. As for the no stamina refund part, the announcement said only items and materials would be reclaimed. The way I read it, since the account EXP from those runs isn't being reclaimed, the matching stamina won't be refunded either. The harsh wording triggered massive backlash from players. The forum thread started blowing up in the middle of the night. NTE patched the bug overnight and dropped a follow-up notice. This time, instead of no compensation, they said they'd refund the daily resources spent. So Komu's upgrade EXP materials are now getting returned. Following that logic, if they're refunding stamina, they might as well claw back the account EXP from those runs too. If you're going to do it properly, don't let the exploiters end up with more EXP than the legit grinders. I want to believe their intent is a full rollback. But the real question is, do they actually know how to handle data reclamation cleanly? Last time they rolled back the furniture dupe bug, they accidentally swept away a bunch of legit players' TVs. Still no idea if those got returned. The reason this blew up so hard, on one hand, players who use the bug are trying to make noise to minimize their losses. On the other hand, the harsh tone of the announcement and the speed of the response sparked real frustration with the operations team. When a bug ships, the programmers, engineers, and QA all share the blame. But the way this announcement reads, it's somehow all the players' fault. Player losses will not be compensated, that line is wildly tone deaf, like they're picking a fight with their own player base. If the goal was to make an example out of cheaters and protect game integrity, this probably wasn't the moment for it. At its core, this whole incident is just a trigger. The real issue is whether the dev team's attitude toward bugs and how they handle them is actually appropriate. Building an open world on Unreal Engine 5 is bound to come with bugs. With the mindset of report game-breaking bugs, treat harmless ones as limited time events, I was actually starting to make peace with the fact that a major version only ships with 2 small events. Stuff like pausing fishing or the bank heist by swapping menus, or the highlight glitch. Bugs that massively cut down the tedious, repetitive grind. Those bugs felt great to use, totally guilt-free, since they didn't raise the income ceiling, just sped things up. Then within days, those got patched too. As for the Shao Ji True Damage one-shot boss bug, that one's pretty busted. Just to play it safe, I didn't dare touch Abyss or boss content. Then came the furniture duplication bug. And once that one touched spawns currency, a rollback was guaranteed. What's safe to use, what's off limits, most players have a pretty good sense of that. It mostly comes down to game experience and the dev team's track record. But up until now, the team hadn't really said much about bugs, most got a blind eye. The biggest rollback ever was for the furniture dupe, which also came with tiered bans depending on severity. So you could say resource generation is the official red line. Now, those high difficulty resource stages don't give first clear rewards, and they don't gate any gacha currency. Some players even have to spend crystals just to buy more stamina. At first I was wondering, was this really egregious enough to warrant a full clawback and harsh punishment? The announcement honestly caught me off guard. But then I heard this bug had existed since launch and only just got exposed publicly. That changes things, that's actually serious. Whether you only farmed it for one night to hop on the trend, or quietly farmed for days while keeping it under wraps. A rollback plus a few day ban would be perfectly reasonable. Use the bug, don't fear it, don't use it, banned, don't whine has always been the unspoken consensus. But here's the thing, similar bugs existed before, like the double EXP resource stage 1, and the devs didn't take any major action. The team's approach to bugs. What's the standard for what gets the hammer? It's honestly baffling. Bugs are normal, and NTE will definitely have plenty more in the future. The key is fixing them fast. And giving players a satisfying response. Devs obviously have to triage bug fixes. But what players are seeing right now is, bugs that might hit revenue get patched immediately. Bugs that hurt player experience but don't touch the studio's bottom line get deprioritized and left to rot. At this rate, if it doesn't blow up today, it'll blow up tomorrow. Speaking of which, there's something I've been dying to rant about for the past couple days. The second limited character city skill increases the number of items at the auction house. Like, what's the point? As if early game players can even afford auction items? This skill is basically useless. And since they patched the bank heist highlight as a bug, clearly they understand how it works. So why not just add an item highlight to the in-combat city skill? It'd be useful and fit the money-grubbing character design perfectly. What NTE is missing right now isn't just attitude and compensation, it's real, player-focused optimization. Early the next morning, they sent out a compensation mail, 5 standard banner pulls, 10 stamina potions, and 300,000 fonts. Honestly, more than I expected. But if the rollback gets mishandled, public outrage probably still won't die down. Reclaiming EXP shouldn't be a technical hurdle. Spell out the punishments, warnings, and compensation clearly. Protect the rights of legitimate players. That's the only way their stance holds up. For a live service game in it for the long haul, learn from the mistake. Phrases like no compensation, the kind of cold, predatory wording, should really be used with care. So what do you all think? If you were running operations, how would you handle this to win back goodwill? What would a perfect response look like? Let me know in the comments.